Hello and welcome, Daniel, to Uncovering Your Soul's Desires Soul Reading. So, this reading is about your corporate finance class and the concerns you had about taking the class because of your past not so pleasant experiences with Glendon, etc. So, I've channeled the light codes for you, and they were for the questions that we discussed and what I was actually guided to ask as I was channeling the questions. Okay, so this is what we're going to find out. And also, it's way before dawn. Yours was one of the first sessions I've scheduled for today, and I am getting started just so in case my jet lag sets in, I won't want to stay too long without finishing your session. Okay, so these are the questions I was guided to ask. Should you take the corporate finance class, which is what we discussed? What will the experience be if you take the class? So what is the experience you're going to have? What is the best way to manage the experience of taking the class? And this is what you're asking about, ruffling feathers, but I was actually guided to ask it as what is the best way that your soul suggests that you manage the experience of taking the class. Will Glendon force you to drop the class as he's tried to force you to give up your leadership position before, etc. So we'll get some guidance on that, and then the consequences of you dropping the class, and the final question is a message from your soul and what your soul wants you to know about this reading, as well as anything else that is related to you taking the class or dropping the class, because I have no idea what it is that you are supposed to do until I start channeling. Okay, so let's go. Now, really quickly, as always, please come back to me with any answers or questions that I ask, or any insights that you come up with when I'm speaking. And also, as always, what you see in the light codes, because there will be second layer messages in the light codes, as well as in any insights you have or answers to any questions that I ask of you. Okay, so let's get started. Now, should you take the corporate finance class? What does your soul think? I'm not getting a no, okay? I'm being shown that this corporate finance class is actually part of what you need to do, and you are being guided to actually take the class. And I'm actually almost being shown like you are protected on all four sides, and your galactic guides are doing that. So they're sending a very strong, and also the corporate finance class is apparently quite vital for you in the creativity and your workflow in your future life. So from what I'm being shown right now, just to that question, I would say, because I don't know what else we're going to uncover, that whatever challenges you face, I believe that you need to put up with them and actually go through and take the class. That is the very strong impression I'm getting right now. So, but let's move on to the next question and see if we get more messages. But just give me 1 second. And as always, it's a live channeling, so if I go quiet or I make crazy noises or squeal, bear with me. Yeah, so should you take the corporate? Yeah, okay, that's pretty much a definite yes. So what will the experience of you taking this class be like? Okay, now let's move on to this. Okay, so first and foremost, you will actually have some very euphoric moments. In other words, you may actually really be good at this. Do you like finances, or do you like corporate finance, or are you really looking forward to this class? Because you will have some really great, euphoric, very triumphant, victorious moments, okay, in this class. Also, You will actually have a lot of people kind of look up to you or listen to you in the class as well. So let me know if you really love and are looking forward to this class. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, your whole session is lit by candlelight, which you can see. So I hope you don't mind. It's just how I prefer to channel. I don't, even though it's really dark outside and it's pre-dawn, I just like to have candlelight. It just lends more power. So what else is your class going to be like? Let me know whether you're really looking forward to this class, because it just looks like you're going to do really well in this class, and you're going to have lots of people look up to you and take note of what you have to say. So that's one of the experiences. One second. What is it that you're trying to tell me? You will actually be learning new concepts as well, and grounding that information. So again, going hand in hand with the first question, should you take the class, and what I'm being shown as your experience in the class. I'm not really being shown any, you may have like this whole Glendon situation kind of hanging over you, but it's a class that you need to take, and it's a class that is actually going to help you in your future. And I believe that if he tries to do anything of the kind of like trying to stop you, you will have some kind of saying. You will be able to say to your tutors and your teachers, look, there was a falling out with this person, and he's making it difficult for me, but I really want to take this class. So I don't think that you should focus on him being in the class. Like, pretty much ignore him. You will notice that he is in the class, but that is not your focus. Your focus is actually to do really well in this class, and your focus is to speak out, and your focus is to thrive in this class, and to actually ground the new information that you are going to learn, which is going to make a huge difference to you in your life. So that's where the focus is, and that's what your experience in the class is going to be. And it's, I'm not being shown Glendon, what, just don't even give him headspace. Okay. All right, so let's move into what is the best way to manage the experience of the class? Okay, so this is about you asking about ruffling feathers. What I'm being shown is that there's going to be a lot of new beginnings in this class. There's going to be a lot of new concepts, and that could be what you're learning, but also this could be concepts related to how you interact and how you deal with challenges, because this is kind of a challenging situation for you. And so this class may also give you the life skills to handle difficult situations in your professional life. Okay, so maybe that is why you're being asked to take the class, regardless of what the circumstances are under which you are taking. So there's going to be 2 specific new beginnings in this class for you, and we'll see what happens as you go forward. And I'm definitely being shown that you're going to stand up in your creativity. You're actually going to find that again, it'll come back to you what these second layer messages are. I'm being shown that you're going to be really good at this class, and so you're really going to find your sense of power in this class. You're going to really find talents in corporate finance that you didn't know before, and also you're going to find life skills. You're going to learn life skills on how to manage difficult situations. So I think this is going to be actually really good. Will Glendon, next question was, will Glendon force you to drop the class? No. He actually has no power over you. That's what I'm being shown. So I think you may be kind of building a mountain out of a molehill and giving him way too much power. And what I'm being shown is that there will be balance, and that the balance of power is actually with you. And I'm being shown that he can't make you drop the class. If you want to drop the class, it's you who's going to drop the class. So you won't have any interference from him. Okay, you will have what you're learning, you will have what you're good at, and you will have what you are meant to be doing in that class, and that won't have anything to do with Glendon or anything like that. So that's what I'm being shown. I'm not seeing anything like that. Okay, I don't know why, but I'm being kind of moved on to the next. All right, let's go. Okay, so the consequences of dropping the class. Okay, here we go. What are the consequences of dropping the class? Because now we've been told the whole way, do the class, do the class, do the class. Consequences of dropping the class. Hold on one second. It's just weird. The consequences of dropping the class, I'm being shown something like someone sitting kind of writing at a, I think dropping the, do you want to, I don't know, there's something about teaching or a teacher. I think you dropping the class will be a lesson that you will learn, which you will regret later. So that's why I'm being shown this like a teacher. You would have wished that you would have written that episode differently, that you would have learned the lessons. So the consequences of dropping the class is that you will regret it, is pretty much kind of the only way in a nutshell that I can tell you. So don't drop the class, okay? Just ignore that he is there and go ahead and do the class. And I don't really see any interference as such from him, and I believe that you will be standing in your own power and you will be learning so much, and you will just focus on you, focus on what you're learning, focus on why you're in that class. Your parents are paying you to be there in order for you to complete this class so that it will add, and focus on what you're getting from the class, and ignore Glendon or anyone else in the class who may or may not want you to be there. That is not your focus. So where you focus, energy goes. And what you focus on is the areas in your life that will grow. And now what I'm being told and what I'm being asked to tell you is that your focus is not on anything on the periphery. Your focus is the work to do in the class. So go to class, listen to the teacher, listen to and understand the concepts you're being taught, and what's the word I'm looking for? Use those concepts and apply them to your life and your work. And that is your focus. Your focus is nothing to do with anyone else. Your focus is to do the work, listen, follow through, and actually excel at it, because this is actually a very important and life-changing class for you. I don't know why, so that's what you're going to tell me. And I believe there are second layer messages, because I've been told to move really quickly. I thought this was going to be a really long reading, but I've been asked to move really quickly through the reading, and now we're at the crux of it, which is the message from your soul about this reading, the message from your soul about the corporate finance class. And obviously we know that your soul doesn't want you to drop the class. So what is the message from your soul? The message from your soul is that you will gain a lot from this class. And it's not just the knowledge you gain in terms of the lessons in terms of corporate finance, but you're actually going to learn life skills that are going to help you in your life. And you're also going to make some really favorable alliances, but also you are to know that your galactic guides surround you and protect you as well. Okay. One second. And also it's almost like, this is a very strange thing for me to say, it's almost like this class is like an Einstein class for you. Does this make sense? Do you also maybe like Einstein, or do you are you inspired by him and his life's work, or you know, do you want to leave a mark in the world in terms of making an impact in the world and in life and in society with what you do? So I mean, I know there was I don't even know, this is so weird, I don't bring up TV shows in my sessions usually, but I'm being told, I know there was a program called Genius, which, you know, it's not for me, but it was very popular, and it was to do with Einstein's life. So maybe you want to watch it if you haven't watched it, or maybe you have watched it and you're a fan. So this your soul wants you to know that this class, and the reason that you are meant to do this class, is that it is your Einstein moment. There are things in this class that you are going to learn in terms of knowledge and in terms of yourself and the internal workings of you and how you relate to people and life skills. There's a lot you're going to get out of this class, and it will also, this Einstein moment, and the fact that it's it's really amazing for you, also ties in with what I was shown in What Will the Experience in the Class Be, and where I said to you that you're going to stand in your power and you're going to be able to speak out and you're really going to shine in this class. So it's like you will actually discover some amazing talents, maybe like two very great skills that you have in this class, which is why it is so important and vital for you to do the class, and for you to focus on the work in the class and completing the work and learning whatever it is. Like, be like a sponge in the class, and don't be afraid to speak out about the work. So don't give focus, and don't dwell on who is in your class, what they want from you, if they want you to continue, blah, blah, blah. Do not go there. Your focus is purely on what you are meant to do in this class and what you're gaining and who you are to become, okay? Because this is like one of those life-defining moments, this class for you, and I don't even know why it's so important. So let me know, if you are really good at finances, if that is what your line of work is meant to be when you finish your classes and your course and your degree, whether this corporate finance is something that you are really looking forward to doing. It may also direct you into the corporate finance world. I don't know, but there is something about this class that will actually impact your life in many ways, in a very positive way. So yes, Daniel, you will be doing this class, and I would say that you should really kind of make it your goal to excel in this class and go forward with a really positive mentality and completely ignore anything negative associated with it, because it is going to be life-changing for you and life-affirming, and I don't know. Let's see what happens in the second layer messages, because I believe there's more to this session. Okay? All right. So I hope this has helped. And as always, come back to me within 24 hours so I can download the rest of the messages, and let's see what else we receive. And let me know your thoughts and insights, and if you see anything in the light codes. Okay? Joyous blessings.